Breaking today, and hold on to your fascinators because Buckingham Palace has officially swapped polite silence for frostbite. This is no longer a family disagreement whispered behind palace walls. This is a full-blown PR chess match between King Charles and Prince Harry. And suddenly, the question is not, will they reconcile, but who rejected whom first? Spoiler alert, the palace wants you to know it was very much the king doing the rejecting. Quick favor before we go any further. If you are enjoying sharp royal analysis without the sugarcoating, hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell. It is free, it takes a second, and it helps Royal Top Stories keep the tea piping hot. Thank you if you did. Now, back to the drama. So let us set the scene. Prince Harry is due back in Britain later this month, not for trooping the color, not for a quiet family lunch, but for yet another court appearance. And according to fresh reporting from Tom Sykes at The Royalist, King Charles has drawn a very deliberate line in the palace carpet. No meeting, no tea, no cake, not even a biscuit. Instead, His Majesty will just happen to be in Scotland, an entire country away, while his youngest son is in London. If that is not a royal version of New Phone Who This, nothing is. Now, sources close to Harry insist this is all very boring and logistical. Calendars did not align, trains were booked, destiny intervened. Palace sources, however, are singing from a different hymn sheet entirely. They say the king does not want to be anywhere near Harry's ongoing legal battles, particularly his case against the British press. Translation, Charles does not want his crown dragged into a courtroom circus. And here's where things get interesting. Inside the royal institution, especially among those close to Prince William, the reaction is not shock, it's relief. Actual, audible relief, the kind that says, finally. There are whispers asking, not unkindly, but very pointedly, what took you so long, Your Majesty? Because let us rewind. Last autumn, Charles agreed to meet Harry. A short meeting, briefed afterwards as little more than tea and cake, definitely not the Treaty of Versailles. And yet, to the public, it looked exactly like what it was, an olive branch to a son who has spent years criticizing, monetizing, and globally live-streaming his grievances against the very institution his father represents. The backlash was swift. Charles looked soft, indulgent, out of step with public anger. In royal terms, it was a misread worthy of a corgi chasing a laser pointer. And what did Harry do next? He doubled down. In interviews, he made it clear he did not regret spare. Not one word, not one accusation, not one scorched earth paragraph. For a monarchy built on restraint, that was like throwing petrol on a campfire and complaining about the heat. From the king's perspective, the timing could not be worse. Charles is deeply conscious of constitutional boundaries. He's also, crucially, conscious of optics. Being seen with Harry while Harry wages legal and rhetorical war against Britain's institutions is politically radioactive. Hence, the palace briefing that the king wishes to give his youngest son a wide berth. That phrase is doing a lot of work. It sounds dignified, neutral, judicial, but emotionally it translates to enough. Now enter Prince William, stage left, jaw set, patience exhausted. William has never hidden his view that Harry crossed a line that cannot be uncrossed. For him, forgiveness is not therapeutic, it's dangerous. And here's the twist many miss. That toughness has not hurt William, it's helped him. His popularity remains rock solid. Why? Because it echoes the late Queen's core philosophy. Duty first, feeling second, always. Charles has already learned the political value of backing his heir. Look at Prince Andrew. For years, William urged decisive action. When Charles finally stripped Andrew of remaining privileges and pushed him firmly out of sight, the public response was overwhelmingly positive. Too late, perhaps, but not too little. The lesson was clear. Firmness works. Which makes Charles's previous softness towards Harry all the more glaring, especially when security enters the chat. Harry's ongoing fight for taxpayer-funded protection is not just personal, it's symbolic. To many, it feels like entitlement dressed up in victimhood, and every legal maneuver risks dragging the king, however unwillingly, into the fray. Lady Colin Campbell, never one to whisper when she can project, offers a slightly different angle. She understands why a father might leave the door ajar for a troubled son. She also insists Charles has been tougher than critics admit, quietly refusing calls and maintaining distance for some time. In her view, this is less a sudden ice age and more a long winter finally acknowledged. Where Lady C is far less forgiving is on palace communications. She argues the Andrew situation was mishandled from the start, and that appeasing critics often hands them sharper knives. She also notes that William himself can be abrupt, even brutal, when acting quickly to protect the institution, as seen in past controversies. The difference is intent. William moves to contain damage. Harry moves to amplify it. And then there's Catelyn. As this family drama simmers, the Prince and Princess of Wales are out there, visible, composed, doing the work. Hospital visits, charities, stability. Yet even that has sparked palace-adjacent tensions, with whispers of jealousy and media-fueled narratives pitting future against present. Lady C dismisses this as journalistic mischief, reminding us that headlines are written to provoke, not to reflect reality. Strip away the noise, and the pattern is clear. Harry thrives on attention, conflict, and litigation. The monarchy survives on distance, discipline, and silence. These two approaches cannot coexist. So Charles stepping back is not cruelty, it's strategy. This is not about punishing a son, it's about protecting the crown. Every meeting becomes a headline, every photograph becomes a symbol, and right now the symbol the palace wants is simple: boundaries. So, as Harry prepares to return to Britain, the message from Buckingham Palace is unmistakable. There will be no reconciliation photo opportunity, no private audience, no leaks framed as misunderstandings, just a king in Scotland, a son in court, and a line finally drawn in bold ink. Thank you for watching Royal Top Stories. We appreciate you.